Welcome back to Death's Door. 69%. Nice. Okay. So, we have two things. Two things? Yeah, I would say two things. So basically, I was like, okay, I know that there is something related to moonlight in the game. I have an answer to that, which I will not tell you at the moment. And I'm interested in the last weapon. And I was also interested to see if I still have access to this area and so on. If I would defeat the current boss, which is Betty. Betty is a Yeti. And I would say my first thing to do is going to be to obtain the last weapon. Which means I need to go to a specific place. Which I'm not entirely sure if this is the correct camp. Castle Lockstone, the Stranded Sailor. There we go. So yes, the thing is, yes, I know it would be, and I agree with it, that it would be far more interesting and nice to figure it out myself, but as you can see, there is our weapon that I want. But to do so, we need to find 7. We need to find 4 switches to activate the lock there. But the problem is, it's only going to work if we find those. And that plaque over there, that shiny thing on the left side, above my head, tells us something about a wall not visible to the eye, and there's some secret below a wooden bridge. And I have to say that this tip is not very obvious and like, oh, this makes sense. So I was basically looking everywhere. Like literally everywhere, because it said like a secret is below one of the wooden structures. And I was like, okay, maybe it's something that is shown on the reflection on the surface of the water and something like that. But no. I wish I would have found that out myself and not looked it up, but if everything is correct, yes, it actually meant this. There's a secret behind, below, like a wooden structure, and you cannot see by the eye that a wall is destructible. I find this first hint, a little bit very complex and not very direct. But here we are. So. And this gives us the next hint. There are weaknesses in the walls that the eye can see. Behind 2 twin columns, a secret waits for thee. So, this next hint is also not very obvious, but let's go there. Yes, I already know where everything is, because it was almost unavoidable. So, I feel like it would help to give people a bit more local information where to find things. And the game isn't doing that. And I feel like that would help. On the other hand, you could kind of expect that the necessary switches are like nearby. And they kinda are, and yet they are not. Because like this next hint is leading us into the castle. And yeah. I think it's this way. No. So it was this one, right? No, not this one. The other one. This one. Right? And apparently the next one is something like there. I'm not entirely sure. I also need a refresh on my abilities. Let's pick up some souls. Can I have some ice, please? Thank you. So, I'm not 100% sure. If this one is over there? Potentially? It shouldn't. Wow, it took that many? Why is it not refilling my stuff? Why is it not refilling my stuff? Hello? Bruh? How is this refilling it and the other one isn't? Yeah. I just did the thing. Oh god, yeah. Maybe it's between those columns and it's like this wall. Maybe. Can I also aim? I saw the picture. I saw the picture, but I'm not entirely sure I'm attacking the right thing. Okay. Great. Let's have a second look. What? Okay, but I kind of attacked that. Maybe it actually means... Where's my game? There's my game. Why is this ice not refreshing my magic? My abilities, I'm sorry, not magic. So strangely enough, it shows me here, but it says like something like this, in this direction. Which I will disagree with. I'm not sure. I also think it makes no sense that it is up here. Because why would it be up here? This makes sense. I mean, I have a picture, it even shows me an arrow. The most confusing part is that they show it with the crow standing on top of those pillars. That does make sense, you know, they point like the arrow here. The crow is on the top and says like, in this direction. And I'm like, okay. But it says below, right? Behind two columns, a secret awaits thee. Hit the switch, cause an oxus go. Well, there will be two columns with upside down anchors on top, which is basically where we are. Bomb the space between them to find the second room. I just did everything like that, but I didn't see it. So, what about if it's here actually instead? Because this is also two columns. This makes me sad. I need another guide that shows more clearly where this is. Because I just tried it multiple times and nothing. What is this called? The reversion. Okay. Okay, this is another guide. Blah blah. Yes, this is clear. This is also kind of clear. Oh, the other guide is wrong. No wonder I cannot find it. Oh my god. I thought to myself, like, it's really strange. Like, really, really strange. So, this is not correct. The other guide is lying. Why did they do that? It also makes no sense that one of them would be inside here. It has to be outside here. And yes, it is outside here. So, actually, it wants this here. Where a giant face stares, a secret awaits thee. So, next thing is this. Not this. Wrong. But here. Giant face stares at this wall, right? There we go. Beneath a gargoyle, a secret waits for thee. So, I feel like the first hint is not very obvious. I feel like that one could be better. The next one is more or less clear with that, as long as you stay on the same map. The next one is extremely obvious, and the last one is as well very obvious. Because for the next one, it's obvious, I just have to find it. Where was it? Ah, here it was. That's the thing I was looking for. So, you go here, and you see this gargoyle. And this is where the last one is. Boom. We exist to serve those who oppose the Lord of Doors. So, congratulations, we have found all 4 switches. But yeah, I still stand by this. Like, the first hint is not very good. Also interesting that it closed itself. There we go. You know, I have a pet peeve with the developers making mistakes like this. So, as you can see, our character, you see how tall our character is, right? It's basically the size of this rail. And there was this blockade here. The blockade I understand, but I don't like when my character is tall enough to literally grab the top of the rail and pull themselves over it. Like, this is not a blockade to my character. Also, my character is a bird, just as Vilnois points here out. So, I personally don't like when you make this kind of logical failure of saying like, this character could never get over this because this blockade exists. It's like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, you constrain me because this is a video game and you can do so, I get that, but I just wish developers would make a little bit, like, I wish developers would think a little bit further and be like, is this logical? Would this character really be constrained of entering this area? And the answer is clearly no. I criticized that, I think, last in Guild, where you play a little girl, and I'm like, why are we walking around, like, around all the cars and this low-level wall that this child clearly could, like, climb over and skip the entire path? Where the solution would be very obvious and easy to solve by literally just making the wall taller and make it logical that this child cannot just climb this wall because it's too tall. I found a greatsword. It was clearly wielded by a very imposing figure once upon a time. You can equip it. So yes, I wanted this because this is the strongest weapon in the game. An oversized Reaper sword, which weighs twice as much as a standard issued blade, and thus deals more damage at the expense of agility. Previous owner of this must have been very large. Yes. Despite that this blade is a little bit slower, like, this weapon is only 0.5 faster than the greatsword, but I feel like that's such a small price to pay for 0.5 more damage. You know, this is 2.5, this is 3. It also does 2 swings. But the damage is, well, okay, the damage is 0.05 more. It's not that much more, but I'll take every advantage I can in a game like this. So yes, I really wanted this weapon before I continued. So what I also read is, like, we have, I think, 4, if not 3 challenge rooms with this one enemy, which I say, like, I'm not too happy about them because they are very damage spongy. But they upgrade these abilities with various kinds of things. So the spell, the fire spell, would deal more burn over time damage. The bomb, on the other hand, would be upgraded to not actually damage us. I didn't read what the bow and the chain hook is doing. I know we have found this one and this one. I also know where another one is. I think in the Urn's Witch beginning there is one. I think that is the fire spell. I think they are all according in their actual areas where you upgrade them. So I'm not sure if I'm actually going to do that. I mean, out of all of these, I feel like I barely use the actual fire spell for combat. This one I just use to basically open walls, and in the worst case sometimes I'll use it against enemies. But I didn't really feel much of the need that I need a short distance when I use it, and the bow basically is only used for solving puzzles for me at the moment. So Yeah. I think the only thing that I would love to upgrade is my own stats, which I just noticed that we can never see unless we go to the upgrade crow, which is weird, right? But I know I still have strength and agility, and both of them cost each 1,500. So now the question is, do I go for the abilities, or do I wait for my last strength point? Sorry. Because the only thing I'm currently doing is fighting Betty. So let's give this another try. Hello. Ow. 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 Yeah. What I can see out of this is double attacking is most likely not a good idea. Okay, that's new. Okay. I mean, I expected something with snowballs or ice, so... this boss is pretty chunky with the HP pool. Ow. Reacted too slow. This is already a shitty... Kill me. Like, this is not even worth to continue. Like, I shouldn't be hit by those attacks. Oh. Oh. Yeah. It's too bad. I got her pretty far, actually. Ah. Okay, kill me. I really wish the game had some form of healing. It's really harsh when you think about it. Even if it was just a one-time heal, why is it not filling up that specific magic point? Strange. Yeah, I just wish I had some form of healing, even if it would be per death a one-time heal of like 2 HP. Even that would be sufficient enough. But it is what it is. Ow. Yeah, okay, kill me. She actually takes quite a lot of damage. Oh. Interesting. Why am I always missing this one magic point? That is so useless and annoying. Oh. Anyway. Okay. That's weird. Okay. Okay, kill me. It's strange because, like, it's strange that she can sometimes just hit me. I mean, I roll and still she hits me, and I guess the iframes are not very favorable for me at the moment. That is completely the wrong scene. Thank you, Bob. Well, thank you, Bob. I shall drink something for your appearance. Okay. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of, like, hacking away at the same enemy for endless times. See, it's doing it again. And again. And I don't want to continue. Why is it doing that? Like, I didn't change anything. I noticed that I can literally roll through her roll. Like, she is going and jump and start to roll, and my idea is then to roll through her. And it worked. And now I have, like, instances where I do exactly the same thing, and the game goes like, nope, I guess you missed this 1 millisecond frame where you're still vulnerable. See? It's doing it again. Now it didn't. Now it has done it again. And now she changed actually even directions. And again. What is this? Like, what is this? Now the game is basically like screwing me over. Where's the logic in that? Huh? Why is it doing that? Strange. Oh. Ow. Yeah, just kill me. The game is not doing me any favor here. You know, I'm still at this point where I feel like I kind of struggle with Souls-likes at the moment, and this game is not like a favorable Dark Souls, Souls-like this, because it goes with the idea of like, there's no healing, have good luck. And then they also throw very damage spongy enemies at you. And it just helps me to get demotivated to play those kinds of games. Okay, kill me. It's not that I dislike Souls-likes. I don't. I actually like them. But the more I play them and the more I'm struggling with them, the less I feel motivated to continue to play them. Like right now, I feel actually really annoyed with this boss fight. You know, it gives you... You know, it gives you that feeling of like, you are not good enough anymore to play Souls-like. Because you struggle so hardcore with this, and then you hear like, or you actually see like other people that play through those games and they struggle far less. But they're basically on the same skill level as yourself. And that serves even more to demotivate yourself about this. Of course, most people would now just say like, yeah, but you know, you just keep going, try it, it works. And they are not wrong. Of course, every time you play this, you figure out the correct strategy to fight this boss. I understand how to fight this boss. But the moment I make like a mistake, especially in phase 1 of this boss fight, where I know that I could literally just dodge every attack, it instantly hits me like a brick in the face and saying like, oh great, look, you lost a life point in this phase where you shouldn't. And most people would be like, yeah, but you just do it and continue and learn something, and maybe you're still going to manage even if you have 1 life left. And they are right. It's just like, when you're already struggling with motivation, then this is not helpful. This creates very fast, for me, just me, a very frustrating experience. Yeah, and here we are. I just made 2 mistakes in phase 1. But mostly because also the game feels like if I'm not doing it correctly, it changes like the direction of the roll and stuff like that. And now all I feel is frustration. Like not the joy of like, okay, good, I made a mistake, it's okay. I learned something, let's not repeat that. Like, I wish I had that mindset. Just, you know, the mindset of not feeling frustrated because I've failed a boss fight or a challenge fight, but like, okay, happened, let's do it again. It's like my level of motivation is already lower as than the average person, and in situations like this, I easily become annoyed. I wish it wasn't that way. And I just made another mistake. Mostly because I'm talking. I shouldn't be talking. Like, talking reduces your ability to do well in games. And here, I am not alone. That affects everybody. Like, because I divert my attention from the boss fight to talk, and I shouldn't do that. Yay! Yeah, kill me. I also don't understand, because like, I also did this boss fight in the beginning and the first 2-3 tries were really good. And now I'm just shit. I wish I couldn't describe it any other way, but like, in comparison to the first 3 tries, now I play like I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm pretty sure I stayed away from the actual falling snowball. Why did it hit me? So it shows me the shadow of where the snowball goes down, but apparently the hitbox is bigger. That's not very useful. Well, kill me. The only thing I can think of is that the game cannot properly distribute your frames and iframes if you try to roll right next to a figure. So basically, if I have a little bit of distance and then roll, it seems to register it correctly. But if I stand like next to the boss here and the boss jumps into the air and then starts to roll, and the moment he starts to roll, it's not the hit of the jump, like the jump itself into the air and landing is apparently not really causing damage. I could be wrong. But it's not that I'm getting hit by that, even if it does. I stand far away enough to not getting hit by that. But the moment the bosses start to roll, I roll against them. And it works. And then sometimes the game is like, no, I guess you were a little bit too near, so therefore you will get hit. Which then makes me think, like, what is it? What is it? I mean, the game never explains how iframes work in this game. And I feel like that is kind of a problem. Because by my logic, by my understanding, is the moment I press my, you know, I kind of have to show this in a drawing because otherwise it's really hard to understand. Create new. So I don't even know. Do I have GIMP on this? I have CSP here. That's not what I want. I want GIMP. 1 second. We have to switch scenes for a second. Because here's GIMP. Where are you, GIMP? There you are. So, you know, to make you understand what my personal problem is with iframes is this. You can do iframes like 2 ways. So, by using first the correct tool to actually draw, that is your first task. So you have iframe. My writing with mouse is horrible. So my problem with the game is you can do iframes in 2 ways. You can do kind of this. And you can do kind of this. So what does it mean? It basically means like you can do it this way or you can do it this way. In other words, when I input my button press, instantly the iframes start here. They are my iframes. It doesn't matter how many iframes that is, but the difference is, do iframes start literally the moment I press the button and then goes over into non-iframes? Or is the game doing this? A small delay in front of it where you have no iframes when I press the button. Here I press the button. So is there a delay before my actual iframes start when I press the button? You know, it's like this many milliseconds is not yet iframes and then iframes, or is it instantly iframes? And I don't know what the game is doing. Is it doing number 1 or is it doing number 2? Because knowing the difference between number 1 and 2 in a game makes you also adjust how you dodge roll. And in this case, it feels like it's doing it like it literally feels like it is RNG to me, at least. Because I basically do exactly the same thing as before, and sometimes the game feels like, nope, and sometimes the game is like, yes. Since the boss is doing first a jump, then goes down, and then rolls here. And here is a hit point, like here, when they land is a hit point, and this is a damage zone. I usually stand something like here, so I'm not getting hit by this. So I have like a little bit of distance between the landing zone and the moment the Yeti is going to start charging, aka rolling. And what I do then is rolling in this direction because I saw that I can do that. I can roll through them, right? And sometimes the game is just like, what? No, you can't do that. And gives me like damage for no reason at all. And that is my frustration point here because it feels like the game just randomly chooses between this and this pattern and has like no fixed pattern. It is a subjective feeling. I'm pretty sure it uses one of those two and sticks with that because otherwise it would be just silly. You would piss off too many people if this would be RNG. But I don't know which of those two there is. I roll accordingly to the visuals I see. But that's the problem, right? That is my problem. I do it exactly as I experience that it works. And sometimes the game is like, no, this is not working anymore. And that is confusing. And the worst part is, I can't really do like a side roll because the Yeti has a tracking integrated. So before she actually rolls when she hits the ground, she actually follows me. It's the reason why sometimes when I roll through her, she changes the direction by 180 degrees and rolls into the other direction, right into my back and hitting me. And that is extremely annoying. Yeah, that's a good beginning. Hey, cool beginning. Keep going. So much fun. I don't like this boss fight. Not a fan. It's also very strange. It's really strange. So far what I have played, I can say that I didn't like the Urn Witch's dungeon. Because I feel like... Because I personally feel like that the design of the Urn Witch dungeon was bad. Granted, I made also one mistake by not opening a specific door. But I felt the most frustration out of the dungeon in the Urn Witch's domain. The secondary, not the first one. The first one was fine. And then the rest, the other levels, I felt like they were fine. I didn't really feel like that kind of frustration out of the other levels at all. And then we have boss fights. The very first wall boss we fought, that one was completely alright. The Urn Witch was also fine. The frog was also fine. And now I'm at Betty, and I have to say, out of all the bosses, Betty feels the most frustrating. Despite that Betty is using like the least amount of changes in her boss fight. You know, she is literally just doing jump, attack, jump, attack, jump, attack, and then doing rolls. And then in phase 2, she throws occasionally a snowball, then snowballs fall from the ceiling, and that's it. Like, the other bosses felt like they were doing much more, and yet this fight is more frustrating than any of the others. Again, it just did it again. It just did it again. Why? It literally just did it again. Why is there such a disparity? Is that the correct word? Like, why is there such a difference? Like, it always feels like someone else was responsible for this boss fight in contrast to the other ones. The same I can say with the dungeon level design. The Ernwich dungeon design feels like it was made specifically by someone else in contrast to the others. This is so weird to me. Why is it like that? Lost Cemetery. No, that's not exactly what we want. Laboratory. Ceramic Manor. Estate. It is this one? Oh no, that is the end. That is the end. Ceramic Manor. Estate. I think this is the correct door. Potentially, and apparently I haven't planted a seed here. It is weird. It is weird. It is also sad, because, like, in general, I like this game. I just don't understand why these specific differences appear throughout the game. It's just that, like, literally makes me, at first, like, say, like, yeah, I really like this game, and then I encounter those situations, and I feel like I wanna criticize them for that, and it kinda lowers, like, my enjoyment of the game, which I don't want. So what are you doing? So you run? And you attack? Why are you running? Why are you running? Okay, here's my dong. Is that all you do? Okay. Yeah, I remember the fire spell. Yeah, cool. Okay, I cannot remove the fireballs. That's basically what I expected. That's gonna be fun. Boom. Okay. A silent servant has been vanquished and their soul power added to yours. Your fireball spell now burns enemies for extra damage over time. Okay. I kind of expected that it would be harder. But I'll take it, of course. Okay. I know one is in the cemetery here. It is in the catacombs. Question is, where was the entrance to the catacombs? That is a good question, actually. And I'm not entirely sure. Oh, come on. You're really not letting me go down? That sucks. I also remember that we found that special door, and I think the door is going to open... when... Okay, cool. Well done, me. Catacombs. Good question. Where was the catacombs? What is this even? Oh. What is this even helping with? Strange. So I also found this, and I think that leads to a challenge door. Yeah, it does. That wasn't the best beginning. Okay. Okay. You chumpy boy. That's interesting. Yes, please. Interesting. Bing. There we go. Very good. So power, your bomb spell now no longer damages you. Nice. Okay, that was more harmless than I thought. Let's see. Urnwich Cemetery. Where was the rest? One would need to be in the overgrown district. Right? It's a good question. I know one of them was next to the drunken sailor. But I think that was the hook. I wonder where the bow is. And I'm actually not in the mood to search for that. If anything. I feel like it's here, but oh, those catacombs were here. Okay, in this. Shrine? Fucking mushroom? Is it this? No, that's that. I get that. I also have that. I also have that. Where was that? Okay, one of them I know where it is. I do know where that is, but I'm also tempted to do this very annoying boss fight here. Not a fan. But I guess I should do this. Now you come here. Lovable enemy. I just don't know how to deal with this enemy. I really don't know how to deal with this dumb enemy. I really don't. He takes so much damage before he actually gives up. It's such a pain. It's not even funny. I really hate that enemy. It's really not fun. I just go through this door to basically create a respawn point. This enemy is fun! Didn't you know? You know? Going poison damage. Lot of fun. I know that, but where was that? That was accessible through that, and this is not here. This is not here at all. This is not here at all. That is actually in the cemetery. Cemetery. Double check. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Cemetery is not down here. Cemetery is up there. I like how we place all our shiny things on our personal desk. It's kind of funny. Let me have a look here. There we go. Camp. Cemetery was this specific place. Might be this one. Yep. It actually is. Don't think we created a shortcut. Ah! Hi. And goodbye. We created a shortcut there, but that doesn't help us at all. Okay. There we go. Okay. Hi. You bong. You bong. You're also doing that kind of shit. Okay. Bong. Okay. Sure, bro. Bong. Yeah, that's not nice. Yep, that's a good idea. Yeah, that is also a good idea. This one is really annoying. He's also combining stuff and adding new ones. Ow. Which slaps me. Okay. What? Excuse you? Why is he doing this? A great job. I actually didn't roll away from the surface, but sure. He basically hookshot into me. How is that even fair? On. And now you're not instantly coming back. Sure. Sounds reasonable. You bitch. Why? Why? Why is this boss with RNG? Why? It makes no sense. I speak of RNG because, like, so far when I fought this boss, he had a moment when he uses the grappling hook to go to one of the platforms and then attacking me with fireballs. That is what I expect from this boss because that is what the boss did so far. And then, like, 1 or 2 fights ago, the boss decided, grappling hook over there, jump right back. For no reason, because the boss didn't do that ever before. That's on me. That, on the other hand, is really shitty. Oh, that's my fault. Oh, and you can kill me. And here we have something new. After I have reached 70% plus of the game, I suddenly find something out that hasn't been a thing at all until now, and the game has never explained this to me. So when the boss is actually doing his attack on the ground, which slows me down, I can spam rolling and get out of the slow faster. Did the game ever tell me that I'm able to do that? No. Which would have helped with every of those boss fights. Also dangerous. To spam out of the slow is also dangerous because you don't exactly know how many inputs it needs to get away. You see it when it goes away, but most likely you'll have already inputted another roll, so your character will most likely roll at the end when it gets out of the slow. So you have also to watch out where you roll, so to speak. Your arrow spell... Holding your arrow spell for longer will now charge your shot and causes more damage. Okay. But here's the question. Is it dealing more damage than a fireball? That is the true question. I wish the game would tell me. Right, I cannot go there. But I can go upstairs. I have the feeling that this place here is probably the best farming spot in the game. Since so many enemies spawn and you can kill them easily. Where was the last spot? I wonder, where was the last spot? There must be something for the chain as well. Yeah. Okay. Dev store, hook, shot, upgrade. I just don't want to search it. Ah, yeah, no, actually I had it in my mind. I knew where it was. I was just like, it's not up here. I need to go to the Lost Sailor. You know, considering that I know now how to get out of a slow, I fear that upcoming bosses or specific enemies will also use a slow on me. And if that is the case, then I feel even more that it is a huge mistake on the developer side to not tell the player that they have this ability. You're a funny one. Okay, so you do this. You're a funny boy. Your hookshot spell now does a powerful slash if you use your sword. If you use your sword while being pulled towards the target. Okay. What is the fastest way out of here? Kind of this. Question is, how much delay to that is to be expected on what not? Blah blah. Things. Haha. Hee hee. I need an enemy. Which is a bit of a problem since I'm here. There are not many enemies here. Ah, here's an enemy. So, what is my allowance here? So I instantly have to... Okay. That's not bad. The question is, does it also increase the damage? That is another question. Does it also increase damage? I wish we would have such informations. Based on the description it says, I would say it does not additional damage. It's just a skill to get near an enemy and then attack them as well. But it would be interesting to know if it actually does more damage, because then it is a question of like, do I want to do more damage or do I not want to do more damage? Right? I have now actually all the abilities, but I still don't understand those round things, which I only can assume are actually teleporters. Overgrown. Mushroom dungeon. Grown. I just wish I had a strategy against the poison knight, but I don't really do, which is annoying. Oh, character just attacked in the complete wrong direction. One, two. Is it only attacking twice? One, two. No, three. This character is also weird because sometimes attacks twice, sometimes attacks 3 times. But it doesn't matter how many it attacks, it's just really hard to hit this guy. And why is this riddle, this puzzle section here, resetting itself? There's no reason to reset this. Okay, so it's smart enough to not let me have the fire plant. Makes sense. So, you do 2 or 3 attacks. 1, 2. 1, 2. You're just a piece of shit. He's so funny. This is such a funny enemy. So much fun. I really want to say that whoever developed this variation of the mini boss, hopefully you hit your big thumb. No, hopefully you hit your big toe against a wall or a door, and it shall hurt like hell for a week, because that's basically how I feel about this enemy. It was just created to be an asshole to the players. Good. What a fucking shitty enemy. Like, of course it didn't lead to what I wanted it to lead. I mean, this is still nice, don't get me wrong. But what I actually want is whatever there is in the water. That's basically what I want. And I'm not entirely sure how to get there. I just don't. I don't see what I'm supposed to do. Is it only happening when it's night? Is that the idea? I don't know. This is the wrong way. Yes and no. Shit. Shite. Oh. Okay, I overlooked that. I see. I see. You are too worth. Yeah. Well. Guess I'm going to run around for a moment to get at least a few more souls. Because I need 1,500. Of course I could also go... no, not really, but I could, but not really, but I could. But I could, but not really. How much are you? Just 2? 2 is better than nothing. I wish I could for once pick that up, but I cannot. So, guess we are going to do a loop. That cannot work because I need a firewall. Dirt. I really wish to know what is stronger, a charged arrow shot or charged fireball, inclusive its dot. Somehow I have the feeling the fireball is doing more damage. Almost there. I also don't remember how many secrets I had to overlook in the ice dungeon. Hard to tell. Oh shit, there's another 100. These guys actually give quite a lot of XP. Soul. Like 3. 3 is a lot. On the average that you get from enemies. Is it refreshing if I do this? No. It only refreshes if I go outside the door. That makes sense. Probably faster killing those guys. And then go back and come back. Back and forth, back and forth. Those work just once. Show chart. Right. Wrong direction. You know, I know that those mini-bosses that lead to shrines respawn. And I'm like, why I'm not going back there? I heard it's fun fighting this guy over and over again. Which, of course, is a lie. Hooray, we have reached 1,500. Good job. Just for good measure, a few more kills. Yes. Oh, I already had the maximum of strength. Okay, then I'll take the dexterity part. Why not? Sounds reasonable. Da 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 da. It's basically as fast as the hammer now. Despite that the hammer is also faster than before, so... wrong sword. Okay. That is nice, I guess. This is the sailor. This is Betty, right? Yeah. This is Betty. That's a good first try again, of course. Very good. Lots of fun. Good job. And it did it again. And it did it again. And it did it again. I mean, why not, right? When we start RNGing random enemies, why not with bosses? For the enjoyment of our players. It's a great boss fight. Well designed. Much fun. I will give you that. The first hit I took was my mistake. I'll take that. That's okay. I also do not understand. Why do I come out of the door with 4 skill points? Why? I haven't used any. And yet I come out of this door with 4 skill points. Why? $73.3. Okay.